at Captain Kazoo's Kazoo Review. I hope you can hear the music in the background, because that's the Black Bottom Stompers from Switzerland. The Black Bottom Stompers from Switzerland. We all know where Switzerland is. All I can tell you is go. I'll give you their address to their URL on Captain Kazoo's Kazoo Museum webpage. So if you want to get the hook on to those guys, they're tremendous. That was Rudy. Actually, this has been somewhat of a confusing situation. We've had a confusing situation. I'm confused. Everybody's confused. Anyway, in the last show, I said we were going to do a little series on the Zobo. Remember Zobos? And I showed you a Zobo and so on, so on, and so forth. And no sooner had that video gone out than I started to receive Zobo stuff. Actually, the first thing that I did receive, let me turn around here for a minute, was from an individual, a lady. I'm going to have to stick out for a minute. I got so much stuff around here. A lady who sent me a picture, a doctor lady who sent me a picture of a Zobo. That's this guy right here. Okay, can you see that good one? That's a good one. That's a Zobo right there. Actually, this Zobo corresponds directly, let me put this down, with this Zobo right here. Can you see that? Can you see that? Try to get that as close as possible. That's a Zobo also. Oh, this is a Zobo bass, 21 inches high with a 9-inch bell, used for bass voice, solo, etc., etc. Our price, $2.95. $2.95. Now I don't know how many years ago that was. It could have been 50 years ago, could have been 60 years ago. In this case, could have been 100 years ago, but they started out as $2.95. Today, this particular Zobo is on the market, and I understand that offers up to, including $400, have been offered for this particular Zobo. Unfortunately, due to some confusion, let me put it that simply, some confusion, I was not able, of course I couldn't afford $400, number one, but I was not able to acquire this Zobo. So much for that Zobo. The next Zobo inquiry came from Rudy Bluer from Switzerland, member, a banjo player in the Black Bottom Stompers. Now this is the picture of the Zobo that Rudy sent me. Can you see that guy? Is that good enough? Okay, you see that guy? And that Zobo is actually this Zobo. These two guys are the same Zobo. I have that Zobo in the museum. Rudy, I love you. I love your music. I love the Black Bottom Stompers, but I've already got one of these. What I really was hoping to be able to get, if I may be so bold, was one of these. This is what I've been looking for. Was one of these. This is what I've been looking for, but unfortunately circumstances put the kibosh on that guy. Now Zobos, as we've talked about in the past, were made in the late 1800s. They were featured in the Sears catalog of 1900-something. And essentially what they were brass instruments that looked pretty much like regular band instruments. I'm going to step out of the picture for a minute to get something. I've always got to go in the back here and get something. Oh, I'm going to knock everything over. Oh. If I wanted to get this, I want to get this to show you. I'm going to put this guy down here back in the little display and show you this. So this is a real trumpet. Somewhat banged up and I don't have a mouthpiece in it, but this is a real trumpet. And this is a Zobo trumpet. See what I mean? They're both exactly, or pretty much darn close, pretty much the same size. It's about the same length. They have all the same characteristics. This one you need to be a musician to play, right? You need to study, learn how to do all this stuff with your lips and blah, 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 blah. But this one, all you got to do is hum into it. Now, all Zobos that are recovered or found lately seem to be missing the little kazoo element that sat right in the end. Let me put this guy down. I'll put this guy over here where that was. The kazoo element, which screws on here, is usually missing from most Zobo finds, regardless of the shape or whatever, or the condition. The mouthpiece, or the kazoo piece, the kazoo mouthpiece, is usually always missing. Anyway, Rudy, what can I tell you? I already got one of those. I'll try, let's see if we can work out something else. You know what I do have, Rudy? I do have this guy here. Anyway, as you know, you may have seen these. These are from England, from the UK, used in marching bands. Kids' marching bands, big people's marching bands, I don't know. A beautiful instrument, it's all chrome, etc. Maybe we can work something out. I can tell you where to get these. They're not inexpensive, but then what the heck is today? Anyway, long story short, Zobos, we got lots of Zobos here. We got little Zobos, it's a little Zobo horn, look at that baby there. Little Zobo horn. Actually, this is a, what, I can't read this, song something. Very hard to read. Very hard to read. All this stuff, this is the same thing, and it's called a song phone. Song phone, mama, registered U.S. patent, made in the USA, but very similar to a Zobo. But of course, its mouthpiece is missing as well. Anyway, that's about it for this shot. That's about it for the Zobo. We'll get you more information as we go down the road. What else can I tell you? I'll talk to you later. Captain Kazoo signing off saying, keep on humming.